Hello, my name is Matt, and I like to build things in Minecraft. Today, I'd like to build a cabin in the woods, so I'll be spending the next few days in and around a boat access only cabin in a Pacific Northwest fjord. I'll be hiking, kayaking, and then when I get home, I'll give you a tour of the completed build in Minecraft. So, some guy said he had a boat. I don't know where he is, but he said he had a boat and he'd bring me way up to the cabin. We're about to find out if that's true or not. Stay tuned. I think this might be my ride. Found it. All right.
bag here, camera. Come on, we're going on an adventure. You ready? Right on time.
And hello everybody, we are now in Minecraft. I've already built the cabin. We are just going back up from Deep Cove. We're gonna go check out this cabin. We are in the city of Sequoia, although not in the city proper, we are in the map. And my friend Rainey, he used GIS satellite data to import Vancouver and the surrounding areas actual terrain and then converted it into Minecraft. So we're gonna take our boat and our little fishing rod here and we'll go up to the cabin and I'll give you a little tour. Alright, we'll leave the boat right here and hop up here. You ready for a tour? Because I certainly am. Look at this beautiful view. Very nice. So here's the dock. Couple little chairs here. This is an umbrella. And then we have these little pillars here. And in real life there's some little metal pieces that connect the dock to these pillars so that the dock doesn't go all crazy. You have this little connector here. Used a little bit of magic to get these to stand on their own. But just like real life, you have waterfall number 1. And then over here, you have waterfall number 2. I've done some interesting texturing with these rocks here because most of this terrain, it looks like that, where it's mostly just flat. There are limitations to using satellite data and importing it into Minecraft, mostly being these rock formations you will have to do on your own. But if we come up here, I have nice little boat and a fishing rod in case you wanted to visit and go out that way on your own. But if you come up here you go. Here's the cabin. A nice little campfire up there, which I'll show you in a little bit. But I think it's pretty nice. So, just like real life, you are surrounded by this greenery. You have this nice view back down there as well. But we'll keep coming up here. You have a downspout right there that connects to the east trough, which goes all the way over there. Seems that there's something flying up there. Is that an eagle? It's a little bit outside of my render distance, so it is quite blocky, but there seems to be a bird. But if we come up here, nice spot. And just like real life, you have this very, very steep hill behind it with all these beautiful trees. Now, a couple of chairs once again. Little plants. And back here you do have a barbecue. And I discovered this by accident, but this is meant to be firewood that is standing upright. Little doormat back here just in case, even though there's no door, but it's just an extra. And a little chair, which I really enjoyed sitting in. I also put these little buttons on the side here, just to act sort of as armrests. Of course, this is Minecraft. It is a block game, so it is pretty difficult to build small things on a diagonal. But before we go inside, we'll have a nice quick walk around here. Here's what the back looks like. And then what this looks like on the side here. So I have these big logs that go all the way through. And then a nice little rooftop up here as well. You have the chimney. And then hiding in there is actually a campfire, which makes this smoke, which I think is pretty cool. Back here, this goes back and connects to the power line trail, which you would have seen. Where are the power lines? They are hiding around here somewhere. I forget where they went, but you'll just have to take my word for it. Here's what this side of the house looks like. Not too bad. This is where the power line connects to the house. And then you have your meter right here. Once again, you have that downspout. This was a bit of a challenge. You'll notice there's some gaps here and on the other sides. That's because I'm using slabs, and Minecraft has still not made it so that you can combine different types of slabs into the same block, which is unfortunate. I wish they would. I wish they would do that. But if we hop down here, let's take a look in here. What's in here? This is Alpine's water pump, because in real life, that's where it is as well. That just gives you some increased water pressure. Now, over here, this is the laundry room that kind of sticks out. But let's go take a look inside. So, coming all the way to the front here, this is supposed to be a little light that is there in real life. And you also have that little plant right there. Little plant, little flower. If we come in here, first of all, you have a mat. Then you have an inside mat. And now I am an inside Matt, because my name is Matt. Anyway, walk in here, see this beautiful fireplace. I found it quite difficult to replicate it. I went with some cobblestone. I'm sure it could be improved, maybe with some texturing. But if you guys have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And then once again, just like real life, you have that firewood that was so kindly chopped up for me. Little couch. This is supposed to be the map that you would have seen, but I don't have that. I guess I could put an actual map. Maybe I'll do that, but I'll leave that for another time. A little table over here. This is where I ate my meals. A little table back there. And then I decided to add a lamp right here. This is using some building tools magic with those levers and the button on the bottom. But very nice view out the window. Now, taking a look over this way, you have the kitchen, very small, very compact. I took this design from one of my friends. Just a little faucet, and then fridge. You have a stove, some storage. Up here you also have some storage. It's hiding all the way up there. And before we go back there, I will show you the laundry room. So you have a washer and dryer. This is supposed to be the life jacket that I was wearing because it was hidden in the storage closet. Coming over here, You have a bathroom, which is slightly modified from the original. But you have a shower, some towels, and a tiny little sink, little painting, and a toilet. Now if we head back in here to the bedroom, nice bed. I made this out of snow, and then this is andesite. You have a little headboard, and then just like real life, you have a plant, and this banner I used in place of a mirror. Over here, little nook, there wasn't really anything there. And over here, you have your hot water heater, and a couple areas for storage, extra blankets, and then some extra storage up here. And then some beautiful curtains, and the view of this little tulip. Not too bad. I had a lot of fun on this trip. I had a lot of fun building this cabin as soon as I got home. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you'd like me to go on more of these trips, let me know. Click like, maybe it'll help me afford them. Because, yeah, I live in the Pacific Northwest, and as a lot of you probably know, it's not very cheap. But I appreciate any contribution. Feel free to leave a comment. My name's Matt. You're watching Alpine.